Hello, welcome to the channel. I've hit a milestone of 200. Pretty happy about that. I'm very excited. Can't wait to see it go further. And thank you for every night y'all listen to the stories I put out. I hope y'all enjoy this one. It's called Car Keys. One night, a father and his daughter were driving down a deserted country road. They were returning home after spending the entire day with the girl's mother in the hospital. Listening to the rain drumming on the car roof, the girl began to doze off. Suddenly there was a loud bang. The father struggled with the steering wheel, but the car skidded off the road and slammed into a stone wall. After checking on his daughter, the man decided to get out of the car and surveyed the damage. Both the front tires had large punctures, and the right fender was crumpled against the wall, but the rest of the car survived unscathed. "We must have driven something down the road," exclaimed the father. "What was it that blew on both the tires? You can fix it, right, Dad?" asked his daughter, somewhat shaken by the accident. "No," sadly, shaking his head. "I've only got one spare in the boot. I'll have to go back to town and see if I can find someone to tow the car. It isn't that far from here. You can wait in the car while I'm gone." "Okay," she said reluctantly, "but please don't take too long." The man could see in the daughter's eyes that she was frightened. "Sit tight," the father replied as he slammed the car door. "I'll be back as soon as possible." His daughter watched him in the rearview mirror as he trudged off the road in the pouring rain and disappeared into the night. More than an hour passed, and her father had not returned. The girl began to wonder what was taking him so long. She was very worried because he should have been back by now. But then she glanced at the rearview mirror and saw a figure at a distance, walking towards the car. At first, she thought it was her father, but then she turned around to take a closer look. She realized it was a strange man. He was dressed in overalls and had a big bushy beard. He was carrying something large in his left hand, swinging back and forth. Something about him made her very nervous as he approached. She stared out into the black window with her eyes squinted. In the dim light, she could make out what he was clutching in his right hand. It was a big, sharp butcher's knife. Thinking quickly, the terrified girl locked the doors, then jumped to the back seat and locked the rear doors. When she looked up again, she saw the strange man had stepped in his tracks. It seemed he was staring directly at her. Suddenly the man raised his arm, and the girl let out a blood-curdling scream. In his left hand, he was clutching her father's severed head. She began screaming and screaming. She couldn't stop herself. Her heart was pounding as she struggled to breathe. The grotesque expression of her father's face was horrifying to behold. His mouth was hanging open, his eyes rolled in the back of his head. When the man reached the car, he shoved his face right up against the window, glared at her with his crazed eyes, bloodshot. His hair was wild and matted with dirt, and his face was covered in deep scars. For a moment he stood there in the driving rain, grinning at her like a madman. Then he reached into his pocket, took out something very slowly, lifted his hand. Then she could see it, the shine of her father's car keys. If you like the story, well, leave a like down below. If you're new, subscribe. And if you really like the story, share it around on Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else. Anything y'all do would be a great help, truly. Mainly because my goal is to reach 500, and when I hit 500, you'll be in store for something different, I hope. I hope y'all guys enjoyed the story either way. Have a safe night, guys. And thank you for taking me as far as y'all have. Let's try to get it further. No pressure.